Hello YouTube, and update 8 has landed and we are sorting our forever world onto update 8, and we're going to see what the damage is, what we might need to change. There's definitely going to be some lighting issues, so let's get on with it and check out what needs changing. Okay, so coming in here, it is very dark straight away, and on this you can't even see the road up properly on this corner. So I think the first thing we're going to do is solve that problem out first. Okay, so that should be a big change. We've got the lanterns up the top, which gives like a nice yellow glow to the rock. And ultimately, there wasn't much I could do here other than place that down to get some light there. What's going on, autosave? Ugh. Yeah, I had to put that down to get some light there. So looking inside here, it seems to be pretty well lit. Let's take a look around. Okay, so the back stairway that runs around is extremely dark, so I need to light that up. Definitely. Let's get on with that. So I've placed a beam in and a small billboard giving off light there, and it absolutely lights up that whole area. So I might place one on each beam going up and we'll see how it looks. So we've done that lighting all the way up the back there, and you can see it's nice and lit up now. And if we come up here, it's more than well enough lit to see where you're going and everything. Coming out this other end, I have noticed some damage. Some of these walls have fully disappeared and some unusual things going on here, so I'm going to repair that next. Okay, so that looks much better now it's fixed. Let's see what else we can find. So looking at this center area here, this needs a whole lot of light here, so I'm thinking something maybe up here. Let's have a look. Okay, so that looks a huge amount better. We've got a huge light coming down on the center here. We have two blue lights in the walls, which just give that corner a nice glow. The doorway is okay, and I like the lights being subtle on the way up there. I've added some lights around the waterfall too. It's not doing much for the water, but you can't really illuminate water well. We'll give it a go. Moving on, we need to light up the maintenance area because it is super dark. So let's get on with that next, shall we? Okay, so the maintenance area now, where the waterfall access is, I've put some lights just underneath the glass, which lights up that bridge. Not too much, but enough. And then we've got a couple of lights around here as we get up this stage. And then the lights that are up there are illuminating up here just enough so we can see well. And as you come into the maintenance area, I've put 3 huge lights on the wall running down the corridor and that one in the corner. At the end of here, I want to keep it dark on purpose, so because it's a maintenance area, I'm going to put a sign up that just says put your torch on, and then you can wander around with your torch. There's one light there, but I think I'm going to leave it like that because I like that idea. So I'll just put a sign up and then we'll move on to the next bit. Looking from here, some of the walkways could do with some light, so I'll go around and do that quickly. So we've got some lighting now around the walkways. Let's go and take a look at the ammo area. So this place looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with the light in here. Maybe something just under here to light that up. Other than that, I'm quite happy. Let's get to this part. Oh, that looks a whole lot better. Okay, moving on. All the hub and the stairs are now lit up, and the blueprinting room is more than fine as it's all blue. This bit's okay and this bit's okay. I think we've covered the cave now, other than the hypertube entrance, but I'm not done with that area. Oh, nearly forgot. Just up here we have our storage area. And that's looking kind of dark in there. Yeah, this needs lighting up. What about if I turn that off? Yeah, we need to do some work in here too. So I'll do that and then we'll move on to power. Okay, so I've put a big light in the top there just to light this part up. I've got a nice looking chandelier and a red light that needs sorting. And a red light up there to highlight the crusher there. And in here we put 2 white strip lights running all the way down just to give the sides a good bit of lighting. The center seems to be alright. Let's move on to power. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing is this area here where the goods are being dropped off by the trains. It's extremely dark. Those 3 lights aren't doing any justice for that whatsoever. Neither of these really. So I'm probably going to relight this whole area, especially this side. And I'll come back to you when I've done that, because that might take a while. So it's a lot better. It's not perfect, but underneath here is a maintenance area. so I'm not looking for it to be too amazing. I have got some nice ceiling lights in replacement of those old ones. I do think it lights it up a lot better. A little box in there just to light the inside of that, because I've noticed that was super dark inside there. And another one there just to light these belts up. But again, it's a maintenance area. I'm not overly fussed about it, so we'll move on further down into the two big buildings here. See what's going on in there. Just a quick mention, if you are enjoying the channel and you like what you're seeing, please consider subscribing. And also, we are moving away from Patreon and going to members. So if you'd like to become a member of the channel and get all the perks like the world downloads and the blueprints, feel free to click that join button to enjoy those perks. Okay, so we've gone through this area and lit it up the best we could. These lights here are giving that, I don't know what to call it, like an underwater effect. And basically what I've done with that is when you select your color, I've upped the number here. A good friend of mine showed me that in the Discord, that if you up that number, it increases the brightness. And it gives you this like underwater effect, which I'm going to start playing around with, try and get some really unusual colors and stuff like that. We have the normal lighting, but it weren't doing enough in here, so I've placed that one and another one of those, and just generally been going around brightening it up where it's needed. It's not been needed around here, but then when we got to this corner it was super dark, so I've put these in the ceiling, and then same in this room. So I've put them little lights on the walls just to give it a little lighting. With these lights, as you get closer, they kind of get brighter. And that's all we did down this section. I put a light there for the stairs. And then we went up here. And I've put some lights on the doors, which just brightens those little areas up. We put a lot of lights in here. Made it super bright. One at the top of the stairs because you couldn't even see this wall. And like, there's still a lot of areas to get through. An awful lot of areas. There's like dark areas here, there and everywhere, which I'd like to tidy up a little bit. But this is our forever world and you know, it's not going anywhere. We are going to spend a lot more time on it. I might even start doing live streams in here. So the top of these stairs are real dark, so I've put this sign up here. It's production online with a few white ones. It gives like a green and white, which I thought was quite cool. Under here didn't really need it. Downstairs wasn't too bad either. in areas. Round to the fuel section, and this doesn't look too bad at all. I kind of like the gloom that we've got in here. It just works. So I've left this area alone. In this section where we're making the sulfuric acid, the lighting in this first room was good, but it was poor in here, and I've lit the green up. It's a little too much. I plan on lighting these up as well in the background. Maybe with the green, and change the green here to a different color. But we're going to start doing some live streams and setting all this out proper color everywhere, all the lighting effects, everything, but it's going to take a long time. So in this video, what I wanted to do was just cover the lighting, and now it's changed in update 8, and how we're going to fix some of these areas. So like the lighting in here is fine, and then the top floor, because of the skylight and everything, looks okay. But when you come down here, you can see that it starts to get really dark in some of these corners. Now they're the maintenance access areas, which are not even finished yet, so I didn't bother going in and lighting those up. I put lights on the doors underneath here because it was just a little dark. But again, we need to work on the maintenance area, because you can, as you can see, it's super dark. If you put a torch on, you're not too bad, but without it, it's not great. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.